Okay, little drawers. Who is this guy? Alex. We like Alex. Alex has got all sorts of different depths. So if you, Alex needs a little bit of oil. But again, IKEA makes all the insides for anything that they make. So you've got great drawer separation options. So if you need to separate things in drawers, this is really good. This guy is kind of deep. You could probably fat quarter in there if you wanted to. So we're back and we're with our friend Alex, the drawers. So as you can see, we've got narrow ones, we've got wide ones, we've got shorties, we've got deep, we've got short enough to go under a desk, we've got tall enough to go next to it. I dare say you could probably stack a short and a tall if you were tall enough and didn't mind that top drawer. And we have white, black, and wood grain, and this kind of interesting green gray, I guess. Gray turquoise. I would say gray teal, but I'm allowed to. And this guy gets a lot of traction with its baskets, and I believe that this is stackable. I think you can mount these to the tops of each other if you want them. We've also got something that's a bit more of a filing cabinet vibe, so it's metal filing cabinet drawers. For me, this isn't big enough. I don't keep a lot of really tiny things. Helmer. But again, great drawer inserts. Drawer separation is the key to happiness in the studio. It really is. If you really want to get your cutting table ergonomically adjusted to you, take a look at some of the adjustable standing desks here at IKEA, because is this one powered? There it goes. Look at that. So depending on how you're feeling on any given day, or if you need to reach all the way to here, if you're only reaching to here, you can probably afford to be a little higher. But if you're reaching all the way out here, you might want to be a little bit lower. I don't have this for a cutting table, but I do have something like this for my actual desk, my office desk. So this guy is Rodolph, and the powered stuff is really nice. They do have ones that crank. They're a little harder to wrangle. Yeah, this is the desk I have, the L-shaped one. But this guy has a crank. So we can go up and down here. This isn't so bad. I really like that. So yeah, take a look at this for a cutting table option, especially if you're a very tall person or a very short person, because the chances are everything in the middle isn't really a good fit for you. And look, more storagey thingies. These are in the office aisle, okay? Always look at the office aisle for sewing stuff, always. So it's easy to come in here and take a look at all these office-y chairs and go, one of those is going to do for my sewing table. But be very careful. First of all, if you use a knee lift, there's a really good chance you are not going to want, handbags in the way here. You're not going to want arms on your chair. And if the chair is too bucketed, you won't be able to swing that knee out as easily. So it has to be flat. But one of the things about sewing furniture, let's see what this one does with me, is proper sewing furniture that you get at the sewing machine store, sewing machine table store. That chair will come all the way to the ends of your legs. Okay, it'll support you all the way to the bottom, right up here in your knees, which is actually very anti-fatiguing. So make sure that you look for that. Make sure the chair fits you. I've got pretty long legs, so this isn't a good fit for me. I have proper sewing furniture. It's one of the places where your back, your hips, and all of that kind of stuff is worth the investment. As you can tell, if I'm wandering around IKEA repurposing everything, I am not invested in buying a lot of very expensive equipment to do the work. I think a lot of things can be adapted and thrifted, but when it comes to how we take care of our body, the body really needs to be well taken care of. That's when I spend my money. And this is Scottus. Scottus is the pegboard system. It comes in this cardboardy color and also a creamy white color. And then they have all these different hangy bits and pieces, trays, containers, containers with lids. These slide out. These have been glued. They don't want people spilling them. Pencils, all that kind of stuff. So this is another way to get more out of a wall. If you have a wall above your cutting table, this is an amazing place to store rulers, cutters, anything else that you use at the cutting table, which maximizes the space on the cutting table. So you're not running into your tools on your mat. Obviously, they were thinking about us here. We've got a little bit of a mat, no lines, so it's not really intended for us, and a little Singer sewing machine. Probably good for your kids. And then we've got fabric. Ikea always has fabric. I mean, look at this. This cat fabric. It's great. You can make bags out of this. And it's orange. So I think maybe I might have to take a yard of this home. We'll see. Okay, Snickra. I haven't seen this guy before. You've got some nice little hooky things that go over it. Have little jars. Maybe I wouldn't lose my glasses if I had one of these. More little containers. It's kind of an alternate to the pegboard. I like it. It doesn't look kind of so garagey. Polish up your office a little bit here. And, you know, I am a sucker for organizational widgetry. Look at this. I mean, can you imagine all the things you could put in here? Who is this? This is Jenna?
See, that is like a ruler,
Scissors, pins.
caddy,
Yeah.
pattern weights.
Patterns.
Yeah.
Tall things, short things. Excellent choices.